GTTV, and we back in the building. Now what we gonna do today is we're gonna compare Manny Pacquiao's training camp versus Keith Thurman's training camp. Alright, look guys, look at this. So the two training camps are totally different when it comes to training. Alright? We got Manny Pacquiao running hills, going furious on the bag. We got him hopping around, showing you the calves is alright, showing you the ankles is alright, showing people what they want. I'm starting to think that they're watching these videos too, because not my videos per se, but these videos out here on YouTube is because there's certain things that we want to see, or oh yeah, I want to see the footwork, I want to see this. They give it to us. They give it to us. And if it's not them watching, there's somebody that's behind the scenes that talks to them, says, hey, people want this. And they understand that. Now, Manny Pacquiao is looking like a legend in the sport, especially in training camp. He's looking. There's so much speculation about this training camp, man. Like, this training camp is bigger than the fight almost, you know? I'm covering the training camp. Now, Manny Pacquiao in his training camp has been going very, very hard and very strenuous in his training, where it's not that way for Keith Thurman. Now, the approach that Keith Thurman took to the training camp was just to... It doesn't look like Keith Thurman is training for much stamina. It doesn't look that way. I see a lot of, calisthenics and few heavy, not even heavyweights, it's a little weightlifting vest, And the problem with really evaluating Keith Thurman's training camp over Manny Pacquiao is the types of videos that get put out. Manny Pacquiao, has a lot more footage, a lot longer footage, I should say. Manny Pacquiao's footage is a lot longer than Keith Thurman's footage, because Keith Thurman is documenting his over Instagram. So he's doing like 15 to 30 second clips at a time. And Manny Pacquiao has people with camcorders and recording and putting straight to YouTube. So I guess Keith Thurman does not let... I'm thinking he's not letting people videotape him there, or whatever gym he goes to is really, really, really low key, because there's nobody in there. Pacquiao's just training out in the Philippines, and how are you gonna stop anybody? And training in LA, Philippines, like, how do you stop somebody like that? Now let's get to which one is better. And Pacquiao's is better because he's training for stamina. So I'm going to say that. Keith Thurman is kind of just strengthening his core. That's basically all he's been doing, really. If you really look at all the training camp videos, it's basically just core work, which is not going to be enough. If Manny Pacquiao's training like this for stamina, he's training for a 12-round fight. Keith Thurman's just training for, it looks, to knock him out in devastating fashion, which that's what he said he's going to do. And now let's all be realistic here. Keith Thurman needs to train for stamina, because he really gasses out in the later rounds, and he tries to run. I don't know that training for just core, arms, and the muscle groups that you're gonna be using to fight is all that beneficiary when you're not in the right place with your stamina. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these new muscles, and what do muscles do? Muscles take air and take oxygen to use. So he's not bulking up, he's strengthening. So the strengthening is going to still need to take more air and more oxygen into your muscles than before. So now you're gonna lower your stamina. And look, until Keith Thurman starts posting some running videos, or I don't know if he does that later on in camp, he's on the bike, but I mean, that's not, that's not going to push you like what Pacquiao's doing. Pacquiao ran 16 miles. Get the hell out of here, man. Come on. You got to be on a level of consistency. And my mind is starting to change my prediction. But this is why I love to watch training camps and then make a prediction about a fight after we see what they're actually doing in training camp, because people love to just make predictions off their heart. I pick Pacquiao. I pick this. No. Let's look at the training camp. Let's look what each fighter is doing to prepare for the fight in front of them, and then make an assumption off of that. Love to do that. And that's why we're here. GTTV.